So one exercise that I use for anxiety is by giving myself permission to be anxious later. So say I'm in the middle of the workday and I'm struggling with all of this anxiety and I'm like on a loop in my head, and it's like, okay, I can't think about that right now, but I will set a timer for tonight between 6 and 6:30 where I can worry. So that's one way to compartmentalize. There's breath work. So just focusing on your breathing and focusing on, you could do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna mess it up. What are 5 things I can see? What are 4 things I can feel? What are 3 things I can hear? What are 2 things I can smell? And what's 1 thing I can taste? So that's a way to bring you back to the present. When it comes to breath work and positive narrative work, so say you're anxious about like, oh, are they like, they're not texting me back, they're not texting me back, they're not texting me back. You want to replace that sentence that's pounding in your head with a more positive sentence. Something that we can control in a positive way. Like, they left me, they left me, they left me, they left me, they left me. And then you want to replace that with, I'm free. And that was a gift given to me. Them leaving me was a gift given to me. I am better now. So you're trying to replace it with something healthier and more affirming. And then here's a really good one. I like this one a lot. I have objectified my anxiety, meaning I have separated it from my being. So it's not Catherine that is crazy with all these thoughts. So I'll use mine for an example. So I drew my anxiety, what I imagined my anxiety to look like. So mine is dark and like a big furry, like jumbled up ball of like you don't know where it ends and begins, right? So that's what I drew, and then I named it spider. So my anxiety is an object. I can see it, I can imagine it, it has a name. So when I get stuck on an anxiety loop, I visually push the anxiety like up through my body, out of my head, and I tell spider like, that's you, that's not me. Okay, spider, you need to stop. And then I put it in a box. So I've done all this in therapy. And so I've also created my box that has a lock that is not see-through, or my container, and I push it out of my body and I open the container and I put it in the container and I shut it and I take the key and I lock it and I put the key back in the drawer. So those are a couple of visualization exercises that you could use.